Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Yes, Big Cat. The planetary energies are as you kick your way into this glorious day as your future self thanks you because the moon in Virgo. Yes, baby, the moon is still in Virgo, darling dears. Which is giving you an opportunity to feel grounded and pragmatic. No less. Yes, baby, dropping a big piece straight off. This earth sign values composure, so your emotions will be so much more in check than they ever were before. You won't be in the mood for anyone's bull swanky today. You're not having it, blood. Your desire for status is real now, and a helpful aspect to Uranus in the morning could throw unexpected opportunities your way. Why not, eh? You're always blessed and highly favored. Why not, eh? A square between the sun and moon tomorrow will help put your thoughts into action, darling dear. So make a plan. As I said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, Big Cat. Failure was so 2020, darling dear. So 2020. The Virgo lunar energy leaves you feeling driven, especially when it comes to matters surrounding your career. Yes, baby, you're getting down and dirty with it as you continue to what? Drop down and get your eagle on as you plan in silencio your future moves. Today is not the day to hide in the shadows, darling dears. Assert yourself in career matters. This is a day to close deals, darling dears, and take care of your business. Your future self is thanking you, darling dears. 12 months from now, you'll be super cat. Remember I told you that. Fist bump. Don't ask me where my ring is, blood. My ring is so missing right now that I had to say to myself, Case, is the ring really of that great import? Well, not really. I've had it for a while. And my office is about to be discombobbled because it's getting painted today. And good golly and gosh, if it's lost now, I might as well forgot about it. Don't remind me of it. And don't tell me it's in Nambia. Somebody likes to leave that in the comments. Listen, you're not getting my psychological password. Your future self is going to thank you, darling dear. Why? Because you figured out how not to waste your time. None of us know the day, the hour, or the minute, darling dears. By learning to be on your own and be okay with it. That was a what? Superpower, darling dears. Many people can't. That's why they stay in toxic paradigms, being pushed around, being made to watch someone else bend over and bust it wide. Ha ha! How now, brown cow, Big Cat? I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. By being able to actually cook. Some people can't cook and they stay dunning out their bank book, darling dear. What? A menu of what? Quick delivery. Uber Eats is their go-to move, darling dear. They are what? Sacrilegious, right? And anti-everything good in the kitchen. But you, Big Cat, you learned how to do it well. Matter of fact, you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely at it. You also, what? Your future self is thanking you. Why? Because you figured out who is truly your friend. You figured out what? That you've got to take care of your temple. To always feel at your best. Ready to what? Rumble, mate. By not letting other people tell you what success means, darling dear. You are the only limit to whatever success you want on this Malkuth, darling dear. You got to get your mind right. Yeah. By taking on new adventures, darling dear. I know you're ambivert. I'm ambivert too, but we've got to go outside. Come on, dear. You can do it. Just buff up your third eye, yeah? Do your boosie badass and interview everyone, darling dear. By decluttering your life, getting into them corners, putting out of your life what no longer serves you, not holding space for what items that don't belong in the direction that you're going, darling dear. By letting go of control of what you can't control, darling dear. Let it go. Let it be a TKO. It'll all come out in the wash, darling dear, one way or the other. By finding something that you love to do, darling dear, and becoming fabulous at it. By smiling more. Because you might as well, big cat, especially whilst you still got teeth. Grin, darling dear. Not like the Joker, no. Not like the Cheshire Cat, no. The smile will start from the inside out, darling dear. You will be a beacon to everything good as you remember that your future self is thanking you, as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuth, Namaste. Energies, up, big cat, I insist. Your ancestral message, darling dears. We're going to go with the life lesson. Love and light, darling dear. Well, I've got to take it out. It came out on top. Hey! Love and light. Let go of what you can't control, darling dears. Yes, baby. And go towards the light. Carol Ann, big cat Carol Ann, darling dears. You have to understand you've got to be the light in order to find the light, in order to get into the light, darling dear. This is the conceive, believe and achieve. You can achieve anything you want, big cat. But you've got to believe it. And you can't just sit there gathering moss, darling dear. You have to work towards it. Every step you take towards your future self in knowledge. Why? Because knowledge is power. And power is power. And power is knowledge. Big cat tells. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to the world. We all have purpose, darling dears. Some people's purpose is to what? Bring on mass destruction and confusion. This is why you have to understand. Mine is in the big cat. As you 1, 2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, hit the door. Let's get the bottom one. Environmentalists. Some of you need to go out there and get yourself grounded, darling dears. Some of you are what? Greenpeace fighters, darling dears. You've been fighting a strong battle, trying to turn the energies and the directions of how they're trying to deteriorate this Malkuth around. But it starts, as you always know, with the person in the mirror. Changing your what? Your foundations, darling dears. Understanding that you have to call nature into every aspect of your life, darling dears. Getting new plants around your home. Some of you are embracing trees, going out into the forest, skinny dipping in the sea. Well, if you're doing that in the UK, good luck with that, mate. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals, darling dears. You lead by example, darling dears. This is why you wear the badge of honor gifted to you by your future self. 12 months from now, darling dears, you are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Why? Because you know thyself. Base of your deck, and you're finding out with the cards. And it also speaks about those that no longer sit at your tableau. They're getting readings on you, darling dears, trying to find out what your next move is going to be, trying to find out if you failed, darling dears. But it's also a reminder that you can use the oracle cards, darling dears, to answer certain questions that you feel are unanswerable within yourself. Everything is within you, darling dears, every answer. But sometimes they are good to get the what? The hint in the right direction. Maybe you have a stone that you need to turn over, darling dears. Turn that bitch over. By any means necessary, because your future self is thanking you and ushering you on, darling dears. Keep going, big cat. You are Ibex, prototype of your lineage. If you have the gift of reading, darling dears, make sure that you are sharing those energies. Anything that you find easy, that comes to you easily, any task, use it to what? Uplift others. This is the key, darling dears, the key to everything. Your runestone for the day. Big cat tells, let me tell you something. You get the blank rune. What did I say? Your future self is thanking you. Make a wish, big cat, but don't blow out any candle. Remember, that fire must stay burning. Burning with what? Passion, ambition, status, all which you will be checking off your to-do list. We list it down. We write down what we intend to manifest, darling dears. Some of us are using the 369 methods. Some of us are using what? Repeat affirmations. Some of us are using Michael Seeley. Whatever method you're using, your future self is thanking you, gifting you with what? A true wish, darling dear. Something that's going to aid and abet your greatness. Think about it very carefully, darling dears. Make sure, ensure it's something that you want to bring into your hemisphere at this stage of the game. If I was to make a wish, I can't even tell you what it is. I just told you to shut up. Why would I tell you, big cat? Stop trying to push me around. You have the blank rune. Bravo, big cat. Posh clap. Posh clap. Love it. I don't hate it. We're going to do a chakra read. What's going on here? Everything fell out of the elastic band. But this is the only card that fell away by itself. Should we read it? Do we put it back? We're going to read it. Patience, darling dear, at your root chakra. The root chakra is your foundation. The root chakra is represented by a Monday. Something significant, reason why this came out. By Monday, you're going to see a significant change in your situation as you continue to what? Make wise choices. The root chakra also is based on your values, darling dears. Some kind of stable security, a platform or foundation that you've been working hard on. It's also about you what? Realizing, recognizing your limits are the only limits you put on yourself, darling dears. The energy of the temperance speaks about a secret admirer or somebody is going to be coming forward. Somebody who has been watching you, darling dears. Is it in a duct tape kind of a what? Chloroform way? We'll find out when we go a bit deeper, darling dears. The temperance energy is represented by Sagittarius, the only weaponized zodiac sign, the 9th house, darling dears. The 9th house is about you creating a new philosophy for your life, darling dears. It's about your spirituality, and it's also a reminder. Education is key, darling dears. Become a keyboard gangster if you don't want to go into an establishment. You start taking those courses, darling dears. Public speaking, financial management, all of those things, darling dears. You take them courses. There's so many free courses online. There's you can do Udemy, which is quite cheap. There's also one called Allison.com. You can get a lot of free courses from there, darling dears. And don't even think, oh, because it's free, it's not going to be of value. Listen, you find value where it's most needed, darling dears. Wanted. You take what you need. As a big cat, as I said, we kick ass, we take names, and we eat the wounded. Patience, darling dears, because your manifestations are being what? Made on this Malkuth. Remember I told you that. The 1 and the 4 goes to a 5. The energy of the 5 is speaking about a conflict in your mind, darling dear, about what some form of instability you've been facing. But you have to remember, It wasn't the issue. It never is the issue. It's your reaction to said issue, darling dears. Holding your gangster, we have the Ace of Wands. It speaks about your spiritual passion as well as fire, as well as you continuing to set your intentions. Be your biggest motivator, darling dears. Take the image that you were 4 years ago, darling dears. Use that as your pattern as you continue to what? Walk in greatness, darling dears. Walk in greatness. This also speaks about a passionate new relationship, possibly with another or even one with yourself, as you find and tap into what truly is your purpose. Love it. I don't hate it. Let's give it a good shufti. Please, big cats, hit the thumbs up button. Get me in the algorithm. I've got to talk to another cat out there. Good golly and gosh. At your sacral chakra, this speaks about vigilance, darling dears. Yes, you are the wounded warrior. 9 of Wands. Again, darling dears, we have a 9. But you're saying we haven't had a 9 in this read. No, not in this read. I told you. Anytime we see a 9, it's because they ate us. Well, we 9 them. This speaks about the oh my God, Mercury retrograde, Lama tongue blood. Good God, we are in the throes of what? The beginning, what touch on your everything with Mercury retrograde, which will begin on the, I believe it's the 29th and will run through until the 18th of January, 2023, darling dears. The sacral chakra is represented by, Tuesday. The days of the week are running oh gosh, loud my tongue blood. They're running consecutively, all right? I've got a new word. So we've got Monday and we've got Tuesday, darling dears. Tuesday is, as we already know, Tuesday is represented by the sacral chakra, as I already said. Good golly and gosh, and it's also represented by Mars energy. You're going to find out something on a Monday, which by the Tuesday, you have to make a firm decision about, darling dears. Going forward, your future self will thank you. The 9 of Wands also speaks about you what? Continuing to be persistent and be ready, because something major is coming in, which is going to test your spiritual strength and possibly even your sexual strength, darling dears, whether you can hold back while interviewing processes going on. And it's also a reminder, darling dears, I don't care who's coming towards you, everyone must be interviewed, darling dears, because you are the one that has the whole ancestral team at your back, guiding you, darling dears. Giving you what? Little peccadillos here and there as serendipity finds its way to your domicile. This is about a reminder to be strong. Yes, you've been wounded, darling dears, but we don't live on what happened. We find the key to the success and what? The information in the lesson, darling dears. You are badassery at its finest. Never you forget that, big cat. How now, brown cow? At your solar plexus, darling dears, the solar plexus is represented by Wednesday. It's also about your self-esteem, your energy and your willpower, darling dears. Something or someone is going to try and test your willpower. What does your ancestral team think about this? Testing your gangster, eh? They don't have a what? They don't have a pour in the fight. You have the Sun card. Major arcana, darling dears. Being blessed and not stressed. We already saw the blessing of the blank rune, darling dears. Think very carefully before you what? Activate this wish. You are being gifted, big cat. This is why your future self is thanking you, because today you will make a major, not only major, but right decision. Sun card, big cat, Leo energy. It's about the 5th house. The 5th house is about your hobbies, the way you've been doing things. Somebody's going to be having a new look at their hobbies, realizing that what? It's creating drama in someone else's domicile. Why? Your hobbies has become a stream of income, darling dears. And as a big cat, you work towards multiple streams of passive income. We work less, darling dear, and enjoy more. I told you we're taking the time to smile more while we have our own natural teeth. I'm down to 31, as you know, but it will go no further. In the name of what? Fluoride-free toothpaste and oil pulling with the raw coconut oil, darling dear. Flossing and minding my own business. Sun card. It's about raising your vibration, raising your spirituality. Ascension is on the table. You are being gifted with futuristic thinking. You are getting what? A bird's eye view, darling dear, of what's coming towards you. This is also a reminder at your solar plexus, whatever dragged you down, whether it was by thought or deed, darling dear, you have to put the past behind you like a ponytail. Remember, you are big cat. You was built for this. Yes. You was a dummy back for a time, but so was I. It took me over half of 100, blood. Listen, it's got me on the 31 teeth that I intend to keep until I say, and I'm over. Keep going, big cat. Keep going. Don't look back. 81 in the chat. Namaste, big cats. Please hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying this read. Baby, at your heart chakra, you've got the Empress. Mars and... why did I say Mars? Meant to come out. Let's quickly talk about Mars. Why would Mars come out? Divine wants you to continue to be what? Principled about what you go about, darling dear. This is also what? Abundance and waste. They don't want you to waste the extravagance that's being gifted to you. The Empress, darling dear, speaks about abundance. It speaks about nurturing. At your heart chakra, you're embodying all of the queens, darling dears. The Queen of Swords, intellect, experience, wisdom, right? But cutthroated, darling dear, when you realize you are right, you hold the sword of truth. You have the Queen of Wands, darling dears, a natural born leader, public speaker, looking sexy in them streets. Why? Because you got it like that. And you're the Queen of Peas, darling dear. Multiple streams of income, making wiser choices, healthier choices in your life, working on your tangibles. And the Queen of Cups. Oh, baby, you see it all. This is why you are guarding your heart with the energy of the Empress, darling dears. Proverbs 4:23, for from your heart springs the well of life. A new beginning for you, darling dear. Your heart is being refurbished, yeah? Tell them at the back, but no one else. I know you, big cat. You won't tell anyone. We keep secrets. We're besties, right? At your throat chakra. Ooh, jumps right out. You've got your sacral chakra, darling dears. You're going to be speaking your truth, speaking about your passions. This is what your future self wants you to what? Speak on. Your passions, darling dears. Why? Because when you're impassioned about something, your eyes are glowing, your skin looks younger, and you excite and incite others, darling dears. Divine wants you to continue to speak your truth, speak in what you enjoy. Find your passion, darling dears. And if you're not sure, you go to your birth natal chart. Look at your North Node, darling dears. You can also look at your Lilith, darling dears. It will show you your strengths in your badassery. Remember, I told you that. But don't tell anyone, big cat. Keep it to yourself. At your... let's move all these cards away. You would never believe how big this desk is. You can see how I'm always scuttering in the corner. But it's filled with my things. Right, what do we have at the third eye? Thank you. Oh, you have a duo. Do we take them both, or do we take the one that I'm touching? But I'm touching them both. Listen, let me get out of my head. At your third eye, darling dear. What did I say? Your future self is thanking you. There's a risk you're going to have to take within this major decision you're going to make, but it's going to bring you what? An 11-11 fade, darling dears. Fear is about you what? Trusting in yourself, darling dears. Not trusting man, because man will fail you. And when you trust in yourself, you are trusting in the unseen. Divine wants to give you this 11-11 fade. This is what the calling of mutual minds, darling dears. This is celebrations, darling dears. A new home, a new domicile. But something that you're going to be impassioned to speak on, darling dears, at your throat chakra, is what's going to bring all of them to your yard for your milkshake, darling dears. If you're a public speaker, this is the day when recognition finds your way. Finds its way, your way. A new beginning. This also speaks about what? At the third eye, you already intuitively know that a partner of some sorts is coming towards you, darling dears, whether platonical or romantical. Yes, baby. This is about you what? Being... because the Fool comes with the energy of Uranus, darling dears. This is about being a rebel. You want to live outside the box. You want to live by your own rules. Well, Divine is telling you that it's coming for you, darling dear. At your third eye, you already know this. But the question is, can you hold your gangster? Can you continue to do what you've been doing up to this point and keeping it what? On the straight and narrow. What's at your crown chakra? Two of Wands, darling dears. Divine is going to show you how you turn your back on what no longer serves you. You felt or feel as though you've been marking time. No, you haven't, darling dear. You've been getting great. You're just like what? Fine wine. It takes a while to ferment, darling dears. The new you that you stepped into, darling dears. The cat you are today is to be applauded in every realm on Malkuth as well as Keitha, darling dears. You are living with a 5D mind. You are about to be given with what? The tools to move forward with whatever goals, dreams, aspirations that you've been working towards, even subconsciously, darling dears. If you look back at your life to where you are now, big cat, you weren't marking time, you was getting great. And I'll have nothing else said. Oh, found the last stick. Base of the deck. What did I say? Victory and success. You are about to be blessed, darling dears. And this is what? The clouds of confusion that was surrounding you, darling dear, was coming from the dummy bats. These hood-looking alfalfas that they fully thunk. They thought they had your psychological password. Well, guess what? That dummy bat is now a tampon string in someone else's life, not yours. This is success. This is accolades. This is a new promotion, darling dears. Or it's you promoting yourself. Today is the day to what? Put your back into it, darling dears. You get out there and you get great, and you use your words at your third eye. Use your words, right, to incite the passion with your words at your throat chakra. You the baddest cat of them all. Right, let's dive in and see what's really going on. Sun card, good golly and gosh, you've got it twice. Once at your solar plexus, darling dears, your willpower, your drive. This is about what? The meek inheriting the earth. This is about the what? The last now being first, as we sit firmly in the age of Aquarius, as so many things are being unfolded to us. I've given you so many peccadillos when I've told you to get the knowledge, seek the knowledge. When I've told you to what? Get your body tight and right. When I've told you to what? Use your pentacles to invest. Invest in gold and silver. Invest in a cold wallet, darling dear. On the Bitcoin, yeah. Get the right foods, the right energies around you. And I told you your biggest superpower of them all was learning to walk alone, big cat. That alone, posh clap. You realize you don't need none of those bottom feeders going nowhere with the Shakira hips, right? To be a guiding light in your life. They took you to hell in a handbasket and they wasn't sorry. They're not sorry, Blatt. Hey, in case you was waiting for a sorry, you never get it. And you need no apology, darling dears. Their back is all you need. Make sure that they're gone. Don't make them reappear like Beetlejuice. At your root chakra, darling dears, Divine wants you to be patient. Card fell right past me. Oh dear. Because you're about to have what? A major tower moment. The tower moment of a sudden change. I told you. This is no mistake, darling dears. We don't very often get a blank rune. Be careful what you wish for. Because just like that, it shall appear. Remember I told you that. Major arcana on major arcana. Divine timing is in play, darling dears. The Tower card is represented by Fire, Mars, and again Uranus energy. It's about you being able to what? Withstand all. But patience is the key. Managing your energies, darling dears. This is not about you what? Scattering your energies. This is being focused energies, darling dears. Planting the seeds for your tomorrow. This is what your future self is thanking you for. The seeds you plant today is what you will reap tomorrow, darling dears. But you have to do it in silence, and many of you will be doing it alone as you realize whom you had around you is destabilizing what you've got going on. Really? Let's look even deeper. Look, what did I say? Emotional fulfillment, darling dears. Be patient. It takes a while to heal emotional wounds that were gifted to you by bottom feeders going nowhere. You had to heal the emotion of dysfunctional families. What you thought would be in your life forever is a dream or a memory of yesteryear, and we only use memory for recon. So we don't get in that situation again. Clarifying the strength card at your sacral chakra. Yes, baby. Somebody is what? Would love to come back. This is the judgment card, darling dears. In the reverse for you, in the upright, this is karma. In the reverse, this is dharma. You are being blessed, darling dears. Whatever impassions you, whatever is motivating you at this moment in time, you are being backed by your ancestral team and the Most High for you to stick to your plan, darling dear, and make that major decision today. Don't hitch. Don't wait. When the universe is choosing to bless you, darling dears, you say thank you very much. Thank you. Love it. What is it? I'm nosy. I can't help it. Give me one on the judgment. Dog! You are being blessed, darling dear. You are an earth angel. This speaks about what? It's being recognized that you're managing your time more better. You're not wasting time. You found the key to not wasting time, darling dears. This is about managing your possibly your alcohol, maybe even drug intake, whatever it was you was doing, darling dear. You are managing that situation. You are not allowing yourself to be held by any principalities or obstacles, darling dear. There is no stronghold over you. Yes, your journey has been difficult, but you are being gifted a new path, darling dears, one which is more fitting your status. Now my right ear and my left ear is burning at the same time. I don't know which one to pull first. Major arcana. At your solar plexus, you had the sun, the light, the wheel of fortune, darling dears. This is foreign people and foreign places. Maybe it's somebody outside of your nationality, which is about to be what? Blessed with your presence, darling dear. I told you, you are the prize. You are the light. You are the chosen, one of the 144,000. This speaks about inheritance, darling dears. You're going to inherit something major, but the decision has to be made. And you can't second guess. You can't think, oh, well, maybe. No. Because you'll be blocking your own blessing, darling dear. The Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. It speaks about the ending of a cycle because you are being renewed, right? Because you completed it like a boss. When you put you first, major arcana on major arcana. Clarify the heart chakra. Clarified by the Empress. Being abundant, setting your intention. And this is about you what? Reflecting, darling dear. As I say reflecting, I see the Queen of Swords. You are highly intelligent, darling dears, but Divine wants you to what? Use your words. In order to guard your heart, you have to speak your truth in every situation. This doesn't mean you must go out there and tell people exactly what you don't want them to do to you. Baby, they will put it on they'll put it on their little diaries to what? F you down, darling dear, at a later stage of the game. The Queen of Swords is wise. The Queen of Swords listens to the spiritual downloads, darling dears. Divine is saying that your heart is about to be open again, darling dears. But you have to use emotional intelligence. Yes, baby, Queen of Swords does cover the emotions. She does. She doesn't let herself be pulled around like taffy. And anything in your past, darling dear, that is not furthering your greatness can't come with you. Base of your deck. Because you are strong in them treats. You can't be tempted off your flip-flop. This is about what? Being tempted by a crowd or being tempted to be part of the crowd when you understand you are the only one that's getting your what? Your ideas off the ground. You can't follow the crowd, darling dears, because the crowd will give you the limit for your success. Again, the Queen of Swords is reminding you to cut it out. You are the limiter of any success you achieve on this Malkuth, darling dears. You have the Empress, where you're being gifted with all of the tools to what? Bend the matrix any way you want. Your heart is about to be opened again, darling dear, but not for subterfuge for bull swanky. The Queen of Swords tells of your intelligence, using the wisdom of your experiences, darling dears, in order to not be tempted into situations and circumstances that don't fit where you're going, blood, bra, or cis dream. You can't be tricked by an opportunist again. What about your throat chakra? You had the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is represented, as I said, by Tuesday. It's about your self-worth as well as your creativities. The sacral chakra also speaks about your emotions. This is about you speaking your truth in your in any relationships coming towards you, whether partnership, business, whatever, darling dears. What did I just say? You hold the truth, darling dear, the sword of truth. And it also speaks about what? Clarity and wisdom, darling dear. At your throat chakra, always speak the truth, darling. If they don't like it, that's their business. Because a happy life is what you want. Base of your deck, darling dear. This fell out. No, we're not going to look at it. Again, you've got the 4 of Wands, 2 different decks, 78 cards in a deck. What is the odds on them coming out so close to each other or on top of each other, darling dears? The 4 of Wands speaks about you what? Not allowing ruminating thoughts about the past. We're dropping it down. It also speaks about somebody's going to try and speak up to you, darling dear. They're going to try and come through as truthful. Maybe the big decision you're going to have to make is to what? Choose your own Shangri-La, because they come with a lot of Shangri-La, darling dear. Someone who's seen the stable platform or foundation that you're building for yourself. Base of the deck. Someone you gave to, darling dears, maybe overgave to them. At your third eye, we've got the stable foundation, this new beginning that you are what? You set it off, darling dear. You set it off. This is about the knowledge, and it also speaks about what? You already know that you're being watched. We all being watched, mate. If you've got an electronic device, it's got a camera on it, you're being watched, lad. We all know we're being watched, but there's no need to be paranoid about it, darling dear. Too busy what? Trying to intuit the best path for you to take, darling dears, as you continue to step out as divine timing is activated in your favor. Because this 1111 fate, darling dear, is also what? Telling you to get more knowledge. The Page of Swords is somebody who seeks knowledge like a child, darling dear. Happy to learn new things. Learn new things, darling dears. At your crown chakra, we've got the 2 of Wands. Marking time. You was marking time. It was the waiting game, darling dear. But everything is about to what? Be turned around. Remember I told you that when the divine decides to move people, places, and things around, darling dears. The 2 of Wands also speaks about taking action towards your goals, dreams, your wants. Yeah. But don't be no fool out there in them streets, darling dears. Many will try to take you down as you continue to step into the best version of yourself, darling dear. Lies, subterfuge, and bull swanky. But as you can see, this particular character has his back to all of that. She's naive. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. At the crown chakra, divine wants to remind you not to be dragged into the same paradigms by different what? Judases in a Peter suit. This is about you understanding what is for you and who is for you. You hold the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands for a new beginning. One which is impassioned, darling dear. One which is going to bring you to what? An 11, darling dear. Yes, baby. 11 is a highly spiritual number. It speaks about the synchronicities of it all, darling dears. We've got a King of Wands on its face. What does he want? Look. Someone lacking in a stable foundation, and they've lost the plot, mate. They're losing the plot over you. That's their business. Always bleeding into our reads to try and spoil it. Let's get some final messages and I'm out of here. So I've got to undo this whole office, right? I've got to move everything out of the office, and I'm not looking forward to it. I didn't realize I had so much shit naive. Decluttering, yeah? My future self is going to thank me. Right. I'm going to get a deck. So all of them are calling to me. I'm going to go over the True Love's Oracle. More messages. That is going to shape the big cat into the what? The cat they're meant to be. More messages for the big cat. Thank you. Love, darling dear. Love of self. They will be able to feel the energy. They will know that you love yourself. Whomsoever what crosses your path going forward, darling dear. You understood happiness as well as love is an inside job. They're going to know what you lead with, darling dears. Because you're reaching spiritual maturity. What did I say? Ascension is on the tableau, darling dears. This is a road that you must walk, darling dears, whether you want to or not. Why? Because you already showed the universe that you was a willing participant in what? Bull swanky, blood. But you also did the what? The 1, 2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, and you hit the door. Base of the deck. You are being gifted with all of the tools to be the gardener, darling dears, to plant whatever seeds you want. But remember, the wish you make today, the major decision that you make today will be how your garden grows. Feel inclined to get one more deck. Base of your deck. Security, darling dear. Security. A new home, a new job. This is also financial security. And it's also mental security, darling dear. You're not mad. Let's have a quick look at this love. What does the love mean? Thank you. Listen. Stable foundation, creating generational wealth. True loyalty being drawn to you, darling dear. Because of the what? Love of self. You radiate it, darling dears. Do you know how many people don't love themselves? And they hate you for it. They hate your eyelashes. It's their business, blood. They're at the back. Again, we get the 4 of Pentacles. Well, guess what? Money is also on your path, darling dear. This is security, stable foundation. What is the spiritual maturity? Because this is not a path you'll be walking alone for much longer, whether this is a true friend or a true love's first kiss, darling dear. Or the comfort of a true business partner, one that's not going to be skullduggerous. Look, judgment. Judgment clarified by the Ace of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles, the Queen, Temperance, and the Lovers. The contracts that you are making right now, darling dears, is going to have you standing out for being different. Use that difference, darling dears, to balance out anything that is not on your spiritual pay grade at this stage of the game. Ace of Wands, a new beginning is gifted to you. Why? Because you're making the right choices. This is why you are being judged, darling dear. But you have not been found lacking. Every card came out in the upright. Many of you are solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole. But it was for you to what? Realize yourself, darling dear. You had to know thyself. Know that you was more than capable, more than a conqueror. What is the garden about? Again, I told you the decision that you have to make today is going to be major. But it's also going to set off a major healing with you, as well as a miracle. You've got a miracle coming towards you. Let's get a card that fell on the floor. That's full of options, darling dears. But remember to choose wisely. Listen, the card that fell on the floor is a doppelganger card. It's not even the deck I'm using, but I picked it up anyway. But it doesn't matter, because look, you've got messages coming towards you. A new beginning. Something either coming through email, snail mail, or even on the balls of the feet. Will it be a merchant of slander? I don't know. But you are in the position, darling, dear, to read energy as you move forward. You bared it all to the Most High, darling dears. This is why your future self is thanking you. This is why 12 months from now, you ain't going to be the same cat. Everything you've been through up to this point was a lesson for you to learn. And the biggest lesson of all was what? Spiritual maturity as well as emotional maturity, darling dears. Why? Because it gives you peace. Something that can't be bought or bartered. Final deck. I'm going to go with one that I rarely use. I rarely use this deck. Final messages. The big cat. As their future self thanks them. Is it coming out? Thank you. Wow. What a message that came out. This has got nothing to do with what we're talking about. This is about Putin. This is about the Ukraine. This is about something to do with the oil, and it's about NATO and OSCE. I rarely use this deck. On the base of the back of the deck, we've got a merchant of slander. Jeremiah 9:14, Matthew 10:14. A situation that you've dusted off your feet. Maybe Putin's about to dust off his feet. I don't know. Good golly and gosh, the Tower card. the sudden change, darling dear. Someone is recognizing the change in you, but you have the 2222, darling dear. It's what you found the balance. We've got the 0 to 4, the new beginning, this leap of faith you're going to take around this major decision you will be making today, darling dears. We've also got what? Karma. On the tableau for some, it's to have faith in Father God, right? A resolution is on the table, darling dears. Freedom and liberation. Step out in faith because you are HEYOKA. But that message about Putin, darling dears, remember, Putin is selling 2 barrels of crude oil for a gram of gold, darling dear. A gram of gold. We are going into what? Everything being online. Barclays is closing all of its ATMs. Yes, the HSBC is closing down. I told you, big cat. The decisions you make today is going to shape your future. Be wise. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Big cat wave as we stand tall together. One mind, one heart, darling dears. You've been chosen by your ancestral team to suck it to 'em, Scotty. Make sure you do it.